I have now officially been creating content for 1 whole year on this channel. In this time I've been fortunate enough to gain over 2,000 subscribers and received hundreds of thousands of views. I wanted to make this video to recap everything I've learned during this process, cover the ups and downs of being a gaming YouTuber, and offer advice to those of you interested in starting a new channel as a New Year's resolution, much like I did this time last year. Plus, I think this could be a positive yearly thing just for myself on a personal level, almost like a journal to look back on what we did each year. Okay, so let's cover why I made this channel in the first place, as I think many of you might relate. I found the days just flying by like they didn't exist. I'd get off my 9 to 5, get home and sit at my PC until it was time to go to sleep again. I felt the need to pursue a project of some sort to invest my time into, but simultaneously I also wanted a creative output. Over the Christmas holidays in 2023, I found a video of an individual talking about how creating can seriously benefit your mental health. I then spiraled down a YouTube rabbit hole of similar videos where general consensus was just start now. You don't need a plan, it doesn't need to be perfect, sit down and make something. Thus, this channel was born. I made it extremely clear to myself that my reason for doing YouTube was purely the creative outlet. As such, I set no expectations in terms of views or subs. In fact, one rule I set myself was that I would always start working on my next video before the current one went live. This way, even if I got 0 views, it wouldn't demotivate me or persuade me to stop creating. The next video would already be partially complete, and that's what kept me going. Luckily enough, this was never an issue for me. Overnight, my first video hit just shy of 100 views and had a bunch of positive comments, which blew the little expectations I did have out of the water. Over that first week, the very same video reached 400 views, where it plateaued. The video in question was literally just me talking about how everyone, me included, was playing Monster Hunter again. Yes, it clearly resonated with a lot of people, which was a key takeaway for me. I then released my next video a week later, which only got 50 views across the first 7 days. Immediately this was a straight drop in terms of numerical performance, but as I mentioned earlier, I told myself no matter what, I'm going to keep creating. You can't control how many views you get, but you can control making your next video better and uploading it. And funnily enough, my next video won the lottery. To this day, I haven't had a video perform on this level. It hit 100,000 views in just under 3 weeks and gave me an insane head start moving forward. In all honesty, it shocks me that out of everything I've thrown out there, that this is the video to pop off. I've improved so much since this video to the point where when I watch it back, I really don't like it. Like seriously, I don't think this video is all that good. Maybe it was the right place at the right time type of situation. A lot of Return to World players would have been reaching Alatreon, the monster in question, around that time, or coming back to tie loose ends. So maybe the Alatreon keyword was the real cause of this. I then had another strong performance coming off the back of that video, which basically carries me into getting into the YouTube Creator Program on the 8th of February 2024. Literally 1 month later, and I met the monetization requirements of the platform, meaning I could now run ads on my videos and start generating income from this hobby. And I mean, this was an absolute privilege to hit. I know for a lot of content creators, reaching this milestone can take years, and yet with a bit of luck, effort and perseverance, I got there very quickly. Out of respect for my own privacy, I won't be going too in depth with how much money I make from YouTube. However, I will touch base with that later on, as I know many of you will be interested in making money from playing games. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows during this time. I burned out hard. I started to get bored of Monster Hunter around that time, which was the main game of the channel. And around this same period, I did try making videos on other games here and there to keep things fresh, but these always underperformed or reached an audience I wasn't trying to build. You might be thinking, what happened to only making content for the enjoyment, right? Why was I so focused on views? Experiencing it firsthand is such an interesting process. You always hear YouTubers and streamers talking about how they hyperfixate on analytics, but it really does happen super quick. I think hitting such high heights early on really moved the goalposts as to what I should be achieving. Even though I was still getting thousands of views, which was incredible, it wasn't tens or hundreds of thousands of views, you know? Secondly, this was a bad period in my personal life. My job at that time made me feel worse than anything I've ever felt. Hate genuinely isn't a strong enough word to describe that place, and the problem was I'd come home from work, sometimes after working evenings or weekends, and trying to motivate myself to type out a script or cut up audio clips just wasn't happening. Mentally, it simply stopped making sense for me. As much as making content gave me a feeling of purpose and scratched that creative itch, the stress and depression I had at that time just completely overruled it. And in my own mind, I just knew that I couldn't keep going with YouTube until I dealt with that problem. And then, after only my 11th video, I stopped uploading. However, a few months later, I did manage to deal with this problem. I secured a new job which would allow me to leave that toxic environment and regain the part of my life I lost. Plus, this job is a remote position, meaning I can stay in the comfort of my own home all day. I don't lose all that much energy from my 9 to 5 anymore, and my time feels so much more respected. The difference is crazy. Since then, we've been on a steady path forward, just focusing on uploading week by week and enjoying the process. To this day, I still haven't had any video in particular pop off like the one discussed earlier. But what's more important is the community we've been building. New subscribers have been steadily flowing in, and my Discord server has gradually been populating, which is so nice to see. I try to thank you all as much as possible, but honestly my words don't do it justice. I'm going to keep doing my best, so I hope you all stick with me on the journey. Okay, so now I want to give my biggest pieces of advice to those of you with a channel of your own, or for those of you looking to start one. And I'll touch on the financial aspects of it all too. First and foremost, just start creating. If you've been thinking about it, maybe you're on the fence, you want to do it but you're not sure what to do, trust me, just start. You can even upload a video talking about the fact you don't know what to upload. Trust me, you'll figure it out as you go, and there's literally nothing to lose by clicking upload today. Secondly, my mentality with this whole thing is what I mentioned earlier. You have absolutely zero control as to how many views a video gets or how many subscribers come in. All you can do is make a video to the best of your ability and upload it. The rest is out of your hands. What you can control is improving and making your next video better than the last. Even if it's a small thing like adding transitions or a sound effect here and there, keep improving day by day and good things will follow. Again, you can't control the result, you can only control the process. So do your best and the rest is up to fate. Don't stress on it. Okay, so titles and thumbnails can be the most important aspect of your content. You can truly make the best video ever seen on YouTube, but if you get the thumbnail and title wrong, it will just flop. The best piece of advice I've seen on this, at least this is what helps me, is to create your title and thumbnail first, then make the video. It can be so difficult to create a catchy title when the video is already set in stone. However, if you make the catchy title first, you can build the rest of the video around it. To be completely honest, I'm still not great with this part of the content cycle, so maybe you're best looking elsewhere for help in this area, but there's no doubt in my mind that this is a crucial aspect of making YouTube videos. In terms of the monetary aspect of doing YouTube, well, maybe it's not what you hoped for. The amount of revenue you generate per 1,000 views varies depending on the type of content you upload. Unfortunately, because there's such a high volume of gaming creators, gaming ad revenue is very low. To put things into context, if I worked only 10 hours a week at a minimum wage job in McDonald's, I would be earning significantly more money than what I make from YouTube per month. That's why I reinvest whatever I do make from YouTube back into the channel, whether it be a new logo, software or giveaways. Maybe as the channel continues growing, I'll be a bit better off in that sense, but for now, I don't see myself being able to go full time through YouTube alone for a very long time. Possibly if I streamed or ran other services like Patreon, it could become more feasible, but just from uploading one video a week, I don't see it happening. But again, to clarify, this isn't why I do YouTube. I make videos because it's fun. Creating content and talking to you guys about it makes all the hard work worthwhile. I would encourage every single one of you to try it out. Upload however much you reasonably can. For me, it's only once a week. And just see how it goes for a month or two. Be sure to revisit this video and share your experience. And is there any other tips you would give to fellow YouTubers out there? Me included. I could do with all the help I can get. Thanks for watching.